Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, bringing you guys another TNT video. This is my Tactical Nuke Tuesday series. Every Tuesday I bring you guys a Tactical Nuke, and it is New Year's Eve. So everybody that is about to go out later tonight, want to let you guys know you guys need to be safe and don't drink and drive. Really, really important, don't drink and drive. I don't even know how to stress that. I mean, if you live in an area, you might not be above the legal limit. Or you might not be, you might not be above the legal limit, but you still can actually end up getting a DUI some places. And there's a fail right there. But yeah, it's true. Like, I know that my college town, even if you didn't have above the legal limit, if you had one beer and you got pulled over, they could actually give you a citation for drinking and driving. And I thought it was complete BS, but it's true. So you got to be careful out there. More importantly, if you're driving in general, you just got to be careful for the other people out there that are driving, because especially if you're on busy roads, two-way streets and stuff like that, just got to be careful. There's definitely people just driving reckless and being reckless on New Year's Eve. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about something that happened to me years and years ago. I don't remember how old I was. I think I was of age to drink. But we didn't end up going downtown to like a party or anything like that, or a nightclub. Sometimes nightclubs are expensive to go to, especially on New Year's Eve. You can spend hundreds of dollars. I remember one year we went to New York and we went to Jay-Z's, I think it was a 50-50 club or a 40-40 club. I don't even remember what the hell the name of the club was, but it cost me over $500, $600 to go. Just to pay, it was $100 and $150 to get in per person. I paid for 3 people. The drinks were, it was a ridiculous time. It wasn't worth it. Anyway, this one time when I was a lot younger, I ended up going to a house party, and we ended up going to an apartment complex and hanging out, and was thinking it was a lot of fun. But of course, New Year's Eve, no parking. It was ridiculous. So I ended up parking behind. There was a I don't know what the hell. It was a big construction vehicle that was taking up multiple car spaces. So I basically parked next to it because I figured I'd be safe there, because it was like we were both taking up the space or whatever. Well, anyway, I parked there, and what ended up happening is we partied the entire night. I don't remember who was driving. I might have been the one that was driving home, and it was ridiculous. Anyway, we got out and went back to find my car, and my car was towed. Not just a citation. My car was towed. So how ridiculous is this? I think I had a DD or something like that, but the car was completely gone and no warning or nothing. And we're trying to figure out how to even get the car. It was ridiculous. Long story short, we ended up having to go and find like my car. We called the number on the apartment complex, and I guess they had some warning signs up saying don't illegally park, you'll get towed, and it was true. It ended up happening, but I ended up getting towed, and I don't think I got home till like 5 in the morning because I had to wait for the car, and it cost me like hundreds of dollars to get that. And here's the thing that was the worst out of everything is I didn't even want to drive that night. I didn't want to take my car, and but it would just ended up being one of those things where it's like I was stuck with it. I ended up having to take my car, and then even worse, nobody chipped in for the ticket. So I got a ticket when I didn't want to park there necessarily either, but because it was me that drove there, like I had to pay for the ticket, I had to pay for the fine or everything else. It was a couple $100, but I was so pissed because my friends wouldn't chip in and stuff for that. I thought it was complete BS, but ultimately it was on me, so I couldn't be too upset. But it was kind of a frustrating night that ended up occurring. Right here you can see I ended up getting my hair, so I'm kind of falling back waiting for something to happen over here. But anyway, so yeah, that ended up happening, so that wasn't really the best New Year's Eve. Leave a comment, let me know what happened to you and any previous New Year's Eves. Did you have anything stupid or funny happen to you guys? Most of the time when I was working down in Corvallis, like DJing and whatnot, like I would be throwing the parties for New Year's, which was great. I ended up making quite a bit of money. You have, you know, the fact that I could drink while DJing was awesome, and it was just fun. It was a lot more like inexpensive than going down into Portland or wherever else and just drinking and going out. I actually ended up DJing last year for New Year's Eve, and it was kind of ridiculous. We ended up going with a bunch of my friends, and we went to a house like down the street from the place that we ended up going, and we got all just pretty hammered. I don't know what happened or why. We ended up, wife, did we stay the night there that night? Oh, my brother, that's right. So My wife's in the room over here, just getting her shoes on. Where are you going, wife? She's gonna take the dogs on a walk. Anyway, so we ended up going to this house, drinking heavy, drinking like hard alcohol, packing up our to-go cups, walking to the venue. We got there pretty early because we wanted to make sure we got in. We didn't want to wait in line, and so I was actually DJing the part of the event, and so I got a bunch of people in. There was a fail right there. Well, no, I already got the nuke. Never mind. Yeah, we ended up letting a bunch of people in, but I also had to DJ for a little bit, and that was kind of it was kind of one of these things. Usually I charge a lot of money to DJ, but it was one of those things where they gave me like $1,000 worth of entry, and basically I DJ'd for free for a couple hours. And so by time it was my time to actually DJ, everybody was so drunk and tired because I guess my friends are getting old, including my wife, that everybody asked out, and they're like, hey, like, Happy New Year, I got a kiss from the wife, and then they all left. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I played maybe 2 songs, and they all left, and I was like, this is ridiculous. So I was there just chilling with the other DJs and stuff, just drinking bottles of champagne, DJing and stuff, and there was some lag actually right here in the game, if you didn't see. So I ended up basically just DJing and getting hammered with the other DJ people, and I ran into some people that I knew here and there at the event, but pretty fun. I mean, I could have actually gone back and DJ'd again. That same one where I actually had 2 different gigs that I could have DJ'd this year. But sometimes it's just more fun to relax, and even though it was fun to do that, I would rather just hang out with my friends and be able to just, I don't know. If I got too drunk, it would have been a lot more difficult to DJ. And I was a little bit nervous considering I didn't know how big of a crowd it was going to be and stuff. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully you guys have good, fun plans for New Year's Eve. I think that the worst thing is if you don't have a lot of plans, or if you don't have plans and you know a bunch of people going to a party or something like that, and you're like, oh man, I'm not even invited, or I'm not going. I'm just letting you guys know now you're really not missing much. Like the stuff people do at some of these parties, even though it's fun to be invited and be in that crowd to be able to go to some of these things, it's in the long run, like, you end up going and you just realize it's not all that. So I know it sucks if there's people that are maybe not popular out there that don't get invited to things, but just know you're not missing much. Staying inside playing Call of Duty, honestly, and having some chips and a soda and a beer or something like that would be a lot more fun than going out and dealing with all the mayhem of drunk idiots spilling drinks on my DJ stuff and whatnot. But have a good one, guys. Have a good New Year. We'll catch you guys for another video tomorrow. Peace.